Previously, I showed how the FC24 meta is effective on Football Manager with Man City, Luton and Stoke over 3 simulated seasons. Without spoiling it all, our biggest issues were player morale, player injuries and just the AI getting used to our tactic. All common drawbacks when you're just simulating a season on Football Manager. To get around all of those drawbacks, you guys suggested a full season run and a go in the lower leagues. Well, here it is. All the way down in the Vanarama National League, this is how the FC24 meta saved Southend United on Football Manager 2024. Due to the COVID pandemic and piss poor financial management, Southend have recently suffered back-to-back relegations down to the National League. Now outside league football for the first time since 2004, the club has experienced one of the worst football ownership disasters in history. Even ex-player turned social media personality Stan Collymore has tried to help. Current manager Kevin Mayer has worked a small miracle this season, finishing 9th after navigating a 10-point deduction. Facing the same 10-point deduction as Mayer, and also a transfer embargo until January 1st, our target is to beat Southend's real-life 9th place finish. Just before I jump into the tactic, I wanted to quickly say thank you very much to everyone that watched, liked and commented and subscribed after my previous Football Manager video. To see a channel like this, which has got just under 700 subscribers, get a video that's sitting on just over 37,000 at the moment is absolutely crazy madness. If you haven't done so already, please do leave a like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff on this video as well, just to get it out to the same audience. It only takes 5 seconds and it helps me out a lot. So thank you so much again, and let's get back into it. I go into more detail in the previous video, but here is a brief rundown of getting the FC24 meta on Football Manager. We're trying to mimic FC's 4-3-2-1 tactic. The two behind the striker are classed as centre forwards on FC, with the same instructions as the central striker. So we've gone for 3 advanced forwards with the 2 wider ones on dribble wide to mimic the sweatbacks. Hit early crosses, usually from our fullbacks, copies the whip pass plus play style, and a high line with counter and counter press mimic the 71 depth auto press meta. These will stay the same all season, but we will adjust elements like mentality and certain player roles throughout the season, especially once the AI starts to adapt to our system. As Southend are the first change is going to be changing from a positive mentality to a balanced one to start this season. Like I said, Southend are pretty trash, but we've zoned in on 3 players to help us claw our way up the table. Firstly, our 6'7" striker Marcus Dackers, on loan from Salford. Thanks, Gary. Those passes and crosses will be coming from Gus Scott Morris at right back and his 13 crossing, and trainee left back Jack Bridge on the left. First up was Oldham. Time to get our EA Sports on. Win that. What a finish. Marcus Dackers, who needs the 6'8" height when you've got finishing like that? Peter Crouch, mate, eat your heart out. Look at, mate, can you hear that crowd? Oh my God, what football! Local rivals Dagenham and Redbridge somehow grabbed a point in the next game, a game in which we dominated. With right back Scott Morris now injured, we had to shift trainee left back Jack Bridge to right back and make a tactical tweak in the process by focusing play down his side and making the left back more defensive. The changes paid off as we won our next 2 games, including a 2-1 win against Jeff Stelling's Hartlepool. Sorry, Jeff. Before finally getting over our 10-point deduction in an epic game versus Eastleigh. Bromley rounded off the month as our toughest test yet on paper in the 90th minute. Powell, whip it. We would be topped by 2 if not for the points deduction, but what a start for Southend's sweaty FC24 meta tactic. An unbelievable September was to follow. Apart from our first loss and a defeat to FC Halifax, we swept by everyone else pretty convincingly. Aldershot away providing us with these 2 bangers in particular. Oh wow. Top bins. Top bins. Top bins. Oh yes, top bins! Going into the last game of the month against Rochdale, we were somehow 7th, inside an actual playoff spot. Harry Cardwell, the central striker in the 3, had shot to first in the scoring charts. Dackers headed the player ratings, and Scott Morris had fully embraced the whip pass plus lifestyle. Unfortunately, Rochdale didn't care, handing us our 2nd loss of the season. Oh my God, and then we did concede. We bounced back emphatically by winning 3 in a row, scoring 5 against both Oxford and St Albans, the latter securing qualification to the FA Cup proper. Takeover rumours popped up just before we were due to play tabletoppers Solihull Moors. Apparently Rosemary was going to bring in a new gaffer if successful. Fuck you, Rosemary. Welcoming first place to Roots Hall, it was a chance to secure my spot as manager. It's actually been playing too well for us, Kensdale, but statistically, or not statistically, whip it!
Sweatback City. Cardwell. Never in doubt.
After 2 more impressive victories, we were sat in a staggering 4th spot. Cardwell and Dacker still led the charts, with Scott Morris now a top assister. The whip pass plus is really strong in that one. Fortunately, Rosemary lost out in her takeover bid, with big boy Graham Warren now owner of the club. November continued our march up the table, as well as advancement in the FA Cup. We ended the month with enduring a painful late equaliser to Gateshead, before Eastleigh became the latest victim to the whip pass plus. Second place, 3 points off the top. What a first 4 months in Southend on Sea. With the press catching on to our crossing spam style, I thought it was just a matter of time before the AI adapted to our tactics. I made a small adjustment to the midfield, setting the central centre midfielder to a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Still kind of mimic that stay back instruction on FC24. And then the left-sided, more attacking centre midfielder, we made a Mazzala on either support or attack depending on our opponent. This way he just got a little bit further up the field and just found some better spaces. 4th on Christmas Day after a fairly easy league run. All 3 strikers neck and neck in the scoring charts, and Barnet were up next to end the year.
Hussein Tapau. Hadouken! Very nice indeed.
With the embargo now over, a new wage bill in place, I was admittedly starting to dream. Our player search was rather simple. We needed 6'4" plus strikers, crossing machine fullbacks, and just desperately some extra legs in the midfield. First up was Tyrese Hall on loan from Spurs. Crack and get for this level. We stayed at Spurs to loan Tyrell Ashcroft, a right back who may not have much crossing ability, but he will give us an option to actually see out games a little bit better because we are leaking gold. Last but not least is Stoke under 18 Nathan Lowe. Absolutely incredible physicals and a great determination. He's going to be absolutely class in this system and this league. I actually think he's probably more suited to League One, so hopefully he just bangs some goals. Our run continued in January. We even got revenge on FC Halifax.
You know what I mean? We don't stop. We don't stop.
We then had 2 tough games to end the month on. An FA Cup tie versus League One Lincoln City with a chance at drawing a huge Prem team if successful, followed by an away trip to first place Chesterfield. We were now only 1 point behind in second and with a game in hand. It was a season-defining double-header. We bottled a huge chance against Lincoln to start it off. Playing 10 men most of the game should have seen us through, but with a replay secured, it was time to focus on first place Chesterfield.
It was coming. It was coming. That's in. That's a goal. Cardwell. Scott Morris, you know what to do, Scotty Morris. That's it. Bridge, if you give me an assist now, I'll take you off. Bang it, Hall. Bang it. Give me an assist. Or score. Or score, mate. Oh, fucking score. Win that. Oh, win that. Oh, I sensed it. We've shut up shop. Oh, no. With a minute to play, have we fucked it? Oh, he saved it. What a save, Martin. Oh, mate, David Martin. 3-2.
Unbeaten since September 30th, the FC24 meta was working wonders down here by the sea. 2 points ahead with a game in hand. Imagine life without the 10-point deduction. February started off in classic lower league fashion. A waterlogged pitch postponing our game with Gateshead. But the fresh leg still couldn't help us get past Lincoln City away. Our FA Cup run now over, but new hope with a new run in the FA Trophy. We chalked up another accomplishment for the FC24 meta by breaking Southend's all-time league scoring record with 93. Even after a disappointing 1-1 draw, wins elsewhere had the Shrimpers still on top with a game in hand. Our strikers showing no signs of slowing down. A tough start in March on paper, an away trip to Oldham before a double header versus third place Gateshead. Yet another season defining couple of games. Oldham got a taste of the EA magic before our game with Gateshead had me on my knees.
Ridiculous. Whip it. What a goal! You know what to do. God, wow! No, no, no. Bro, what is up with my keeper, man? We've got an immediate highlight as well. Oh, no. And he's just giving it away. It's their highlight. It's their highlight. It's actually their highlight. And we've just conceded because it hasn't confirmed the changes. Go on, Bridge. Play him. Toasty. Oh, no! Don't be offside. Oh, my God, what's the game?
Just a point ahead following that epic, we were now in the danger spot for fitness coming this late into the season. Our first casualty being starman Dackers. Gateshead must have smoked something a little dodgy before our repeat, as we comfortably beat them in the FA Trophy quarter-finals 2-0. Ashcroft and top scorer Cardwell were next up on the injury list, followed by another blip at Hartlepool. I see you, Jeff. Winning 3-0 twice from the bounce and response, our confidence grew even more when we learnt Chesterfield had actually lost 3-2 at home. Somehow we were now 5 points clear. Unfortunately, the extra pressure of now being favourites came back to bite us right on the arse. Coming back from 3-1 down in typical FIFA scripting fashion, we still bottled it by losing for Solihull Moors. Dackers bottling this penalty at 3-3.
I like it.
Our first loss in 28 games. In a quick detour from the league, the Football Manager gods must have been keeping an eye on Southend, as we have been blessed with a 6'7", 20 determination elite youth candidate. I know it's only down here in the Vanarama National League, but I mean, look at this guy. I'll be sharing this save file come the end of all of this, so if anyone does pick this up, please let me know how he gets on your saves, because he looks like an absolute future star. Like, it's even got me tempted to play this past one season. A close win against Ebbsfleet and Chesterfield's continued implosion meant we could be forgiven for assuming the title was pretty much ours. And after a home semi-final FA Trophy win, the boys came back to the dressing room to learn Chesterfield had lost yet again.
No words. No words needed.
The Shrimpers were swimming yet again. From minus 10 points to topping the league. The National League may never see anything like it ever again. We now turned our attention to the FA Trophy final. Could we get an absolutely historic double with Southend? Our main goal now was getting everyone there in one piece. Revenge against Rochdale was last on the cards for the season, as we sent the fans home happy before a 22-day wait before the FA Trophy final. Plenty of time to have a little look back at the season, see who our top scorers were, who played the best, and just sit in awe and look at how good this sweaty tactic really is on Football Manager. So here we are, the final league table of the season. As you can see, Rochdale, they have gone up to winning the playoff final 1-0. Sorry, Chesterfield, you just imploded far too late in the season. They're only 1 point off 100. Like, I actually kind of feel a bit bad for him. But yeah, we got 105 points. Records, most points in a season. Yeah, okay, so Wrexham, we didn't catch Wrexham. We were 6 points behind Wrexham's record. But we did get most league wins in a season with 36. And we also got most team goals on 135, which is absolutely bonkers. But if we look at individual players, I mean, we're all over this shop here, aren't we? We're all over it. We dominated. Harry Cardwell, all he did was score. Didn't really do too much else. 34 league goals. Not too shabby at all. Marcus Dackers on 29 league goals. He played more, but he also got 11 assists. But we do have more players in here. So Henry Sandat, who was one of our starting strikers at the start of the season, well, until January, 21 goals. Then we brought in Nathan Lowe, who ended up becoming basically our best player. He scored 15 and 19. Average rating for a man that we only signed in January to end on 8.24. Like, honestly, this guy should not be at this level at all. He is at worst League 2 and he's only 18. So I reckon by the time he's fully developed, you're probably looking at an at worst championship top striker. We scored 135, which is by far the most in the league. But we also conceded 69 goals, which is not good. If we sort by that, we were the 12th worst defence in the league. We just concede every game. That is basically the problem. Like, it is, you concede one. Very rarely do we see clean sheets. Yeah, I didn't actually realise it was that bad. On the whole, this is very much a I will score more than you tactic, which is what you want, man. It's fun. It's fun. Our pass completion is something that has shocked me. We are 21st for pass completion, which just screams we just pumped the ball into the box. It was literally get it remotely wide and just either try and sweat it low or whip past it high. You know what I mean? The final game of the challenge of the season. The FA Trophy final against Maidstone. We are favourites indeed. Look at me. Manager of the year right there. Right, highlight immediately. We should just walk over these guys, man. We've just battered the Vanarama National. These guys are below us. Like, it shouldn't be hard. Oh. Probably famous last words there, right? Scott Morris, whip pass plus. Low on the end of it. I wasn't even looking at him. I was looking up here, trying to see who was in the box. And then he's just put it in. Keeper's made a howler and in off the crossbar. Beautiful. Do not concede. And we conceded. Mohamedou Foul has just scored an actually very good goal against us. Scott Morris, do what you do best, mate. Do what you do best. Oh, no. Cardwell wins it. Tyrese Hall. He's just... Please be on.
Nope.
Oh, he's offside. Dackers. Low. He's on.
Nope.
Oh, no, he's off. No way.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, wow. No. Get them back. Get them back. It's gone all the way through. How? Oh! Lovely play. Lovely play. Bridge, why have you come all the way back inside, lad? You're literally told to cross the ball. He knows how to cross a ball.
Bombocat!
Bridge, do something. Just something. Whippage. Or bang it! Mm. 83rd minute. Right, we got a time waste, boy. Sandat, what did I say? Whippage. Oh, I thought we got one last whip pass plus. Instead, Bridge just wants to say, you know what? I learned how to be a left back this season. Let me just attack today, master. Double. A double with Southend. A double with Southend. And they've just scored. Who cares, mate? Who cares? Right? One for the neutrals. I know there's barely anyone left in the stands. Don't know if there was anyone there to begin with. But we have done a double with Southend. People, this 4-3-2, let's call it a 4-3-3 on FM. But the FC24 meta on FM works a treat. Honestly, download the tactic, tweak it however you want. Just keep that flat pack, as I say. Do we get another whip? Like I said, mate, the sweat back, the whip pass plus, it all works a treat. It is so nice to play on this one because it's quite entertaining. Like you said, this is a final 6-3. We lift the double. Well, we lift the FA trophy to complete the double. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please do give this a try. Like I said, thank you so much for the support so far. That last video just absolutely blew my mind. If we get anywhere near that with this one, I'm going to be even more chuffed. But yeah, this tactic works over a full season. So yeah, like I said, give it a go. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It only takes 2 seconds. And I shall see you in the next one. Come on, Southend, the Shrimpers!